Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Caroline Broder, and today I will be presenting on why spending time outdoors is the best way to improve your mental health. Mental health is a highly discussed topic, and there's research coming out about it every single day about how we can improve our mental health. So it's a very hot topic of discussion. And I thought it was really important to talk about why being outdoors can help improve mental health and is the best way to do it. There are three main questions that I will be answering in this presentation. The first being, how does being outdoors improve mental health? The second being, what are the other options out there for improving your mental health? And lastly, why is being outdoors the best option? So we'll start off with that first question about how does being outdoors improve mental health? And we'll start off with some research of why this is and how it occurs. So I broke down this question into three different categories: the benefits of sunshine and sunlight, the more broadly physical benefits of being outdoors, and lastly, the mental benefits. And all of these three categories end up benefiting and showing research to prove why being outdoors improves your mental health. So like I mentioned, the first one is sunshine. Sunshine and sunlight, being outdoors has a lot of benefits. The first being vitamin D. It provides protective effects against everything, different diseases like osteoporosis to cancer to depression, a whole spectrum of potential illnesses. And outside of vitamin D, light has also been shown to elevate people's mood, which is a subjective measure, but people do report having a better mood after being in the sunlight. So we can see the benefit of being outside, being in the light. And you might be thinking, what if I live in somewhere that doesn't get a lot of sun? What if it's the winter? So it's interesting, research has actually come out to say, even if you're looking out your window or you keep plants indoors, you get the same benefits, the same mood boosting benefits than you would actually being outside in the sunlight, which was really interesting. The second point is that it increases happiness. Again, it's another subjective measure, but research has shown that being out in the sun can lessen anxiety. And in 2010, English scientists actually reported that just spending 5 minutes outdoors doing some light exercise resulted in improvements in self-esteem and mood. So again, just by going outdoors, you can improve your mood. So the last point there is actually a new trend with the newer generations. They're spending a record low amount of time outdoors, and this could be because of an increase in technology or many other factors. But these generations are spending on average about 4 to 7 minutes outdoors when the daily recommendation is a full hour. So with some of the stuff I've already talked about and what I'm going to discuss in the 2 slides to come, it's concerning that generations are spending less time outdoors because they're not getting these mental health benefits. So moving on to the physical benefits, being outdoors has a healing power. Outdoor time can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even preterm birth. So as we saw on the last slide and on this slide, being outside has a lot of protective measures that can give you peace of mind and contribute to that healthier mental state. And in 2018, a research team at the University of Washington College launched a study about how being outdoors can help war veterans grapple with PTSD. So again, we see really recent research coming out and explaining how being outside can help even treat some of these issues, although my argument is simply that being outdoors helps better your mental health. The second point is exercise. When you're outside, you're more likely to be exercising, whether that be a walk, run, hike, etc. Being outside usually replaces, inactive pursuits like being on your phone and sitting down inside. So researchers at the University of Essex in England are proving that exercising in nature actually has extra benefits rather than working out indoors, particularly for mental health. And the last point is you got a better sleep. Being outdoors resets your sleep cycle and makes sure that your internal clock is working correctly. and getting that better sleep will encourage a healthier mental state and improve your mental state overall. And lastly, the mental benefits of spending time outdoors. I'm going to focus on three main points again. The first being focus. Even if you're not exercising outdoors, the quote unquote greenness has been researched and proven that being outdoors in that greenery can help improve a person's concentration and focus. And there's one study where kids with ADHD were able to concentrate better on a task after a walk in the park rather than a walk in a more urban setting. So, not being surrounded as much by nature. The second point is stress relief. So, there's evidence that spending time outside can help reduce stress levels, depression levels, and anxiety levels, which is clearly great for improving your mental health. And the last is creativity. So, when you're in nature, it boosts your creative problem solving abilities. Being outside and getting some air can actually help to reset your mental state and get you in a different state of mind. So, the second category, or the second question I wanted to talk about today, what are other options for improving mental health? So, obviously, there's other options than just going outside. So, I took the top three most common categories that people talk about, being diet, therapy, and mental exercises. So, starting with diet, buying healthy and natural food can be costly and it's not always accessible or feasible for everyone. And starting off trying to change your diet, it can be difficult to navigate. There's a lot of conflicting research out there. So, that can be difficult if you don't have the time and resources to commit to it. The second would be therapy, which again can be very costly, another accessibility issue, and it's also highly variable. And what I mean by that is that it's not always effective for every person, and you might not always find the right therapist or the best fit. And the last one is mental exercise, and this could be writing down something you're grateful for every day or doing self affirmations every morning. And research actually suggests that these practices only work on people who are already in a positive state of mind. So it doesn't work as well for trying to improve your mental state. So, why is being outdoors the best option? It's affordable, unlike a lot of options on the last slide. It's accessible to everyone. Everyone has access to outdoors. It's effective, as seen in all the research before. And it's also versatile. You can go outside alone, you can go with people, you can exercise. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this that can help better your mental state. So, in conclusion, the research and benefits studies have proven that being outdoors has physical, mental, and other benefits that all contribute to a better mental state. And the conclusion is that being outdoors is the best way to improve mental health. So, thank you for listening and go get outdoors.